BBC Radio Manchester.
We're talking names this morning. Well, Hazel has just got 170,000 quid, but who's Hazel? Well, I cheat a little bit because Hazel is a boat, a wooden boat. It's all part of a scheme that's being funded, and the funds are going to the Wooden Canal Boat Society. They're in the process of restoring Hazel, and the boat, once restored, will be used in community projects. As I said, they've just got 170,000 quid to help develop the community project, and it should all be up and running by the end of summer. Leah is the founder of the Wooden Canal Boat Society. Good morning.
Hello.
Is it really a wooden boat? I thought them canal boats were all steel.
Modern ones are made of steel, but once upon a time they were virtually all made of wood, and there's only between 1 and 200 of the real old wooden boats left on the canal system now, which is why we set up the Wooden Canal Boat Society in the first place, to try and preserve some of them. But also, rather than just being a history thing, we try and make them relevant to today's community and do a bit of good for people.
So how are you doing that, or how will you be doing that in Tyneside with Hazel?
Well, Hazel is becoming a well-being boat, which is basically to take people out for trips on the canal, not just day trips, but we can go for longer trips, 2 or 3 days, weeks, whatever. She's going to have some pretty comfortable accommodation on board to raise their spirits. There's a lot of people who've got a lot of problems, depression and this sort of thing, and the canal is an amazing, magical environment. It's a brilliant place to just get away from your troubles and reassess.
And what will the boat have? Because you say that as if it made it sound as if you'd be helping loads and loads of people, but they're comparatively small, aren't they?
We'll be able to comfortably accommodate half a dozen people on the boat. At a squeeze, we could get about 10 on. We're allowed up to 12. If you go more than 12, you come under a whole different set of rules, which gets complicated.
So you presumably not got sleeping accommodation. If you're doing a long trip, you get off the boat to kick.
Oh yeah. There's cabins.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, right. In fact, for some of the time, because obviously we have to fund this, and the people we want to help are not necessarily the wealthiest people in the world. For some of the time, she'll do sort of hotel boat trips, which will sort of charge a market rate for, in order to subsidise the local people.
So what will the grant pay for? Is that because I know these boats aren't cheap?
Well, over the last 2.5 years, with help of some money from the local council and from people who've been supporting this project for 20 odd years, we've totally taken the boat, which was originally built in 1913, excuse me, to pieces, put her back together again, authentically, just like she was originally, as good as new. We're now fitting her out, so she's got that comfortable accommodation, but it's a huge project to actually put her into service, to get all the systems in place so that the boat runs smoothly. We actually have boats or horses available to tow her because she's unpowered. She has to be towed either by a horse or another boat. So we've got the crew properly trained.
Wow.
So it's largely to employ people to make that happen.
Sounds absolutely belting. Thank you very much indeed. The boat, the well-being boat, and a wooden canal boat called Hazel. It's all been organised by the Wooden Canal Boat Society. It's not a wooden society, obviously. It's wooden canal boats, which frankly I didn't know existed, but if you think about it, it's fairly obvious. Not many left. They're all made of steel now, and they're not cheap either. It's 12 minutes to 9 on BBC Radio Manchester. I hear.